Before we get swept into 2026, let's talk about what actually happened in Edmonton in 2025. Because if 2025 felt harder than 2024, you weren't imagining it. It was real. Sales cooled, but the prices still climbed. That's the story of 2025. Hey everyone, I'm Sohil, Lakhani, your trusted realtor in Edmonton, and in the next few minutes I will break down the 2025 market in plain English, what sold, what slowed, what went up and what went down, and what the 2026 forecast is really telling us. So let's start with a big headline you can feel. Every major category sold fewer homes in 2025 than in 2024. But the twist is, average prices rose across every category. So the market didn't feel hot, but it also didn't get cheap. Now let's talk about detached homes first. In 2025, we saw around 15,700 detached home sales, down to roughly 7% from 2024. But the average detached home price rose to 570,000, up around 6%, and the new detached home listings climbed to 2,400, 5,000, up around 9%. So if you are thinking, why did it feel harder? That's exactly why. More homes hit the market, fewer sales happened, but the best homes still pulled the demand and buyers still paid more on average. Now semi-detached. We had around 2,900 sales, down to around 6%. Average prices rose to 430, up around 5%. And the listings jumps to 4,300, up around 15%. That's a big clue. Buyers had more options, sellers had more competition, and the strategy mattered more than ever. Now let's talk about townhomes. Around 3,900 sales, down to 5%. Average price rose to 305,000, up around 5%. And the listings rose to 5,700, up around 18%. This is where you really saw the split in the market. Some townhomes set, some sold fast. The difference wasn't luck. It was pricing, presentation, and how the home was marketed. And let's talk about condos. About 4,300 sales, down to around 7%, the biggest sales dip among the major categories. But the average condo price still rose to around 211,000, up to around 6%. Listings were roughly 7,400, up around 4%. So yes, condos slowed the most, but prices still climbed, meaning the right units, good layout, good building, and good location still held the demand. Now let's get into where the buyers were most active, because this is what people really care about. For detached homes, the busiest communities include Keswick, Chapel, Edgemont, Secord, and Summerside. For townhomes, top activity showed up in Walker, Keswick, Summerside, Chapel, and Orchards. For semi-detached, the leaders included Laurel, Orchards, Chapel, Summerside, and Hamptons. And for condos, the strongest activities was in Oliver and Downtown, followed by Rutherford, South Terwillegar, and Garneau. If you want one neighborhood that stands out across multiple property types, Chapel is one of the most consistent all-round performer, and Summerside also shows up repeatedly. That kind of consistency is a signal. Strong demand, strong lifestyle appeal, and a market that keeps moving even when the sales cool overall. Now here's a one takeaway for 2025 to remember. 2025 didn't reward the average, it rewarded prepared. Prepared buyers didn't just shop, they had a plan. They knew when to negotiate hard, when to walk away, and how to protect themselves on terms. Prepared sellers didn't just list, they launched. They priced strategically, presented the home properly, marketed aggressively, and created competition. Now what about 2026? The 2026 forecast points to a more balanced market. And balanced market isn't easy, it's precise. You don't win by guessing, you win by execution. In a balanced market, the best negotiator wins the deal. The best marketer wins the buyer's attention, and the best strategy wins the result. And if you are selling in 2026, you need an experienced realtor who can position your home so it just doesn't become another listing sitting while the others sell. This is exactly what I do. If you're planning to move in 2026, here's what to do next. Send me a quick message with the words buy or sell, and I'll tell you the smartest game plan for your situation, pricing strategy, timing, negotiation approach, and what I would do it was my home. I'm Sohil Lakhani, your trusted realtor in Edmonton. Like, subscribe, and follow for Edmonton real estate updates that are clear, honest, and actually useful, so you can move with confidence, not confusion. Thank you, and see you on the other side.